Hey, how's it going, guys? JP here, and this is going to be a review here on my channel. I decided to review something a little bit different. It is kind of horror related, but it's kind of more for kids. It came out in the 90s, and it actually ran from 1994 to 1997, and that is Real Monsters. This is the complete series put out by Shout Factory. 4 seasons on 8 discs, I believe. So yeah, this was an interesting series growing up. It was about a group of monsters who went to a monster academy where they learned to scare people, and then they showcased their scares in the classroom, and they had different problems that they would run into throughout the series. You have kind of three main characters. You have Crumb, who holds his eyeballs in his hands and kind of like smells a lot. Oblina, who is like a stick and she pulls out her guts, and then Ickis, who's kind of like the more main of the characters. His power is he grows really big. This show I loved as a kid. It was like horror and it was for kids, and I was just a huge fan of it growing up. Now I wasn't able to catch the show like as it aired because I was only born in 1991, but I do remember it a great deal. So looking back on this show, the first season is very, very solid. It's dark and gritty, and there's bugs and just a grimy look to the houses. And I believe the first episode is set on Halloween, and it really just overall has a great tone and feel to it. And I felt as the seasons went on, that darkness started to exit the show, and it was probably due to parents' complaints. Probably they lightened up quite a bit as the series goes on, which is a bit disappointing. There is a few like two-parter episodes. The episodes, of course, ran 30 minutes long, and the two-parters are pretty interesting. I've always been a fan of two-parter type shows. There's a lot of mythology to these characters, like their currency is toenails, which is just really interesting. There's a whole episode on Ickis finding a bunch of toenails. They have sort of a nemesis, and it is Simon the Monster Hunter, who really doesn't appear in enough episodes as he should for being like the main antagonist besides the Grumble, who is the monster's teacher. So yeah, I mean, I think that this show definitely has some strong points, but overall, as the seasons go on, the show goes downhill. It's still a great show. It just doesn't have that dark and grittiness that it started out with, and the episodes become more copy-paste style episodes from the later seasons. It feels like just another cartoon TV show instead of being as like a unique show that it started out to be. I like when they build mythology about the characters, and you learn about their parents and uncle or whatever. I always found that to be cool. There isn't enough of that. Anyway, I do highly recommend this show, especially the first season. It's a very good show. It has unique episodes, stuff that you're not used to seeing, gross monster pulling their guts out and stuff. It's just, it is really cool that it was on, a children's television show, television station. This, of course, was one of Nickelodeon's tentpole shows to come out. It's one of the very first, with Rugrats and I believe Doug, and Our Real Monsters. So yeah, this show is definitely pretty cool, and I do recommend it. You can get this complete series here put out by Shout Factory for, I believe, $20, which is definitely worth the price. I did burn through this 4 seasons in about a month and a half-ish. I burned through the first season really fast and then took my time through the rest of the seasons. Definitely a cool show. And anyway, I'll see you guys next time with another video. Peace.